Hello, this is our third video on our Butterfly Symphony block. Here I am stitching our smallest pebbles around those curved lines we stitched earlier. I have not stitched, I guess when you're looking at the video it would be to the right of these small pebbles. I have not stitched that line yet. I decided to go ahead and make my pebbles first, and after I finish all my pebbles, I'm going to go back and then stitch that line on the inside, I guess, of the pebbles. And that line is just one of those 1/4 inch lines we echoed around our curved line. I just kind of thought, you know, if some of my pebbles were a little bit bigger than some of the other ones and kind of off a little, I didn't want to accidentally go over the line and then have it look kind of funny, so I just left the line out. Either way, if you want to stitch your lines, all of them first, and then that way you kind of helps you stay in the lines when you're doing your pebbles, whatever works for you. This just worked for me this way. Again, I'm sitting in my car, trying to find that quiet time I can't seem to find here lately. So yeah, if you hear any loud noises or, you know, it's probably a truck going by. We have a work crew or whatever you want to call it, a road crew out working on the road. So there's going to be a lot of big trucks and stuff going by. But yeah, it'll be great once the kids go back to school. So I'll have all day in the morning while they're gone and while my husband's gone, on the days I'm not working. And I won't have to worry about any interruptions whatsoever at all. No phones ringing, no nothing. I can just sit inside and do my videos. Okay, right here, I am stitching, it looks like, the last of my pebbles. And it looks like I had my light on my sewing machine. Usually I turn it off. I get better lighting with it off. So I'm sorry you can't really see too well. But all I'm doing right now is just I'm doing that line that I said I was going to do when I was done. And you can tell those small tooth-shaped plumes, I had drawn those on there. I did pretty much drew everything in that one corner, so I just kind of remember, you know, what goes where and what I was planning on doing. Okay, let's see. And then I got smart and turned my light off. Now I'm going to start those small tooth-shaped plumes, tooth-shaped feathers. I did do one kind of just sticking out straight in the center of each of those V's or dips in our curved lines. And these I did not care, like the big plumes you can tell right here in between my hands, they're both facing in opposite direction from the corner right there. My small ones, I did not care about that. I just started in this direction and I finished in this direction. I just went all the way around my block. I didn't stop and change directions of which way my plume was bending or anything like that. It just kept on going all the way around my block. Yeah, those big ones, I wanted those to have that look that you see right there in the corners. It just made it stand out a little better. These little ones, I probably should have made them bigger. This block is just not my favorite. I like the outcome. It was not my favorite to, I don't know, to design. Because every time I did something, I wished I would have done it differently. It's not horrible. But I mean, I like these little feathers I'm stitching right now. They're so cute. I just wish I would have made them maybe a little bit bigger. But, yeah. It still looks good, though. That's all that matters. And these I did okay stitching, just free motion quilting. I didn't have to draw them all out on my block to do those. So that was kind of nice. It eliminated another step, because this block took a long time to do. And there's that dreaded sewing machine light again. I need to get some of those little LED lights you can kind of stick on the throat of your machine at the top. Probably a lot better lighting. But these, can you see my mark there? Those little marks I kind of sewed over, and I'm coming up against another one. I just kind of measured out. I didn't even measure how many, inches or whatnot. I just kind of made a mark. I didn't want my plumes to go any further than that mark. That way I could kind of keep them all the same size. That's completely up to you if you want to do that. That was just something I did for myself, just for reference, so I wouldn't make them too big or too small. Oh, that silly sewing machine light. I really need to get a new one. I have to laugh. My daughter just came outside. She even tried to talk to me through the window. She said, "Mom!" And she just went back in the house. I'm telling you, it's hard to find quiet time. When you have kids, that's just how it goes. And after I make all these small feathers, I'm going to go ahead and go around and echo on the inside. I believe I did that twice. Yes, I did it twice. Also, please forgive me if a lot of my videos has me sniffling in the background. I work in an insulation factory, and I do wear masks and, things like that, but the dust from the insulation still gets, I still breathe some of it in, and it just causes my nose to be runny. So I'm not sick, I don't have a cold, but unfortunately I sniff a lot for some reason. So, yeah, sorry about that. Okay, we'll go ahead and start some echoing. And this is the last thing I do on my block for the detailed, free motion quilting for the detailed designs. After the echoing, we just do our filler. And I believe I mentioned it in the lesson also, but my swirls that I did, I will be showing that in another video. But I like the size of them, but I think they probably could have been a little bit smaller. It might have fit a little better since my butterfly didn't stick out very well. And also, if you want your butterfly to be bigger, which that's also another possibility for it to stick out better, if you can enlarge it, the template that I've created for you, if you can enlarge that and print it out, then, kudos to you, make it bigger. I probably could have done that, and it might have helped. But regardless, what's done is done. But I like the size of it that it is. I just think maybe if I would have done smaller swirls, it would have stuck out a little better too. But